Yet another sign of a complete disconnect with reality, another sign of divergence. The market is reaching all-time highs again, but what is actually happening with the economy? Well, in the last 60 days, Atlanta Federal Reserve has predicted the GDP growth for the first quarter of 2018 initially at 5.4%. Then it rapidly revised it downward to 3.8%. Then it revised it to 2.8%. Then it revised it to 2.4%. And now, as of today, March 14th, 2018, it has revised it all the way down to 1.9. Now, how did they start with a 5.4 GDP prediction? Well, apparently they were sort of high on all the tax reform hype, just like most of the people in the country. The only question is, well, if the tax reform was indeed so powerful and the consumer confidence is at all-time high, then why aren't the people spending the money? The retail sales report that came out today clearly showed that auto sales figures are very weak. Furniture sales and gasoline sales are also very weak. So if they're getting all that extra spending money from the companies, paying out extra bonuses, giving out pay raises, what is the consumer doing with that money? And if they're not spending that money right now when their level of confidence is at all-time high, what are they going to be doing as far as this spending when their confidence is shaken, when the market is finally catching with the reality, realizing that the economy is not only not growing, but it actually has a significant chance of a major slowdown and a possible recession just around the horizon. Now, an interesting thing to notice, regardless of these clear signs, the TAC has managed to pull off a magnificent rally over the last couple of weeks. Now, the question is, what could actually bring stocks like Netflix and Google and Amazon and Apple down? Well, there is one thing that could potentially bring Amazon and Apple down. All the crazy news regarding the Chinese response to the tariffs that Trump has been so eager to place on the trade relationship with China. So why would I say that a great stock like Amazon could potentially be finally taken down off of its all-time high? Well, whether you realize it or not, 90% of products sold on Amazon, they're actually manufactured and produced in China. As a matter of fact, the online story of majority of the retailers that are selling their merchandise online would face similar situation. Of course, Amazon being the largest retailer online of Chinese manufactured goods will probably face some major headwinds. Now, we're not saying the company is going to be slashed in half, but obvious concerns rise that if the consumer is not spending money at the current prices, with the implementations of tariffs, with the uncertainty on what the trade war could do to the cost of goods entering the United States from China, clearly the only outcome of a trade war could be that the cost of Chinese goods will inevitably go higher. So the main question, if the consumer is not spending money right now at the current price levels, what's going to happen if the prices will go even higher? And how will it impact the retail industry, including the Amazon giant? If you have been curious how to make the money when markets fall, please visit marketcrash.money and get some additional information. Specifically, I have compiled some interesting reasons why stock market crash 2010 is a definite possibility, why we could be going for another Bitcoin crash, and more importantly, how to not let the market crash or the Bitcoin crash take advantage of you. Find out how to profit. If you're a new trader or an experienced trader, but you're looking for new ideas, new ways how to take advantage of the market fall, because quite honestly, markets do fall much, much faster than they go up. So it represents, for a trader, a great opportunity to profit on the opposite direction of the market in a much shorter time frame, and oftentimes maximize much bigger returns. So if interested in knowing the ways how I trade weekly options for huge profits as much as 3,800% to 5,000% on certain days, get in touch with me. Visit this link right here, how to profit, read some information, and schedule your consultation. I'll be glad to help out and get somebody on the right track and show you some of my profitable ideas and share some experience which I've accumulated over the last 30 years trading weekly options. Thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful. We'll see you soon.